And stop walking. Inabox steps in here. She is pretty sure that one, that stalagmite at the top is not a stalagmite,
Oh, it's a
or rather a
roper.
stalactite. And two, what you see in front of you is most definitely blood.
Oh my.
Very, very old blood, but blood nonetheless.
That's one vicious bush.
It's part of old blood.
We have ropers, probably.
I think I'll wait in the tunnel.
But the ropers.
You'll fly up there and be okay, right?
Well, the vault is just up ahead.
There seems to be a lot of blood on the floor.
Can't you just, like, if it doesn't look like a stalagmite, then destroy it? For me.
Traxxas looks up at the stalagmite tight.
It certainly doesn't look like a stalactite. It doesn't It
Right.
tries to look
There we
like
go.
one.
There we go. We're done.
All right, we'll go to initiative then as you attack the stalagmite, whatever hangs from the top. As you suddenly encouraged a flurry of movement, as there do seem to be other things in this cavern that do not, or rather, are very hungry. As
Come on, look at these rolls.
as the
I
old
I
blood
don't even
on the
see
floor-
your roll.
Well, I'm apparently not in there.
Oh, you moved away. I'm sorry.
I like Rakai is really hiding behind the door, like out in the corridor, just barely looking in. And it's perfectly fine. I don't see any problem.
As the old blood on the floor seems to draw itself together and in one mass begin moving towards you.
The blood golden thing.
Oh God, what is that horror?
Abomination.
Blood pudding. Ugh. I hate that. It's disgusting.
With
Really?
surprising speed moves towards you.
Ugh. Can we turn up the light in here? Can't see anything. So dark.
It is very dark.
Can't you like use light to make it light? Make the world shiny.
The light spell would certainly work.
Well, I'm not gonna do that yet.
Daylight.
Because I'm pretty sure my allies would actually appreciate me doing something rather than nothing. So I'll move to here and do the Blessing of Fervor for everyone.
That said, it probably should have been Tyrax's turn first.
Oh.
Where he
That's
used
fine.
his breath weapon.
If you get the breath weapon, if you allow the breath weapon to hit the thing, it's fine with me.
Certainly hit something shooting at the stalactite.
You can put on your purple aura and then
I'll put on my purple aura.
actually we'll have gone to there. And then Avenger will cast Bull Strength on Avolnix.
Okay, anything else?
No.
Okay. Another pool of blood starts moving towards you. Can I do anything smart? It's a news, it can't be smart, but yeah.
It has a doctor's hat on.
It'll move
I am Professor Ooze.
towards Tyraxus. You get your attack of opportunity.
The bite is split into two.
I am. Oh, it's actually a crush. Mine is like crushing, slashing everything. So whatever my bite is, it's.
Just drink it, right?
No, I'll gulp it down.
Swallow
And
whole.
the blessing is a thing, which means we get bonus. What was it? Was it 2 attack and 2 damage, or just?
Just 2 attack, 2 AC.
Oh, 2 AC. That's the thing.
That's most definitely a hit because it's news. Of course, it's a hit.
Yeah.
Plus 2. It's actually 2 attack, AC, and reflex saves.
Oh, very nice.
See, and from the distance, you hear the sound of detaching fungus, whatever that might sound like.
very wet and like
Squelching sound.
like ripping off a really wet like band-aid.
And the same from this side. This fungus will do... Let's see, that can't hit both of you. That's sad. It will do this. Rolling over both Einavox and Terexus.
Can it stay in my square?
That's a good point, actually. I don't think it can. So it'll do this instead, stopping before Einavox. It will also shoot its spores right here. Meaning that all three of you get hit.
Not according to where you hit shot.
Huh?
You didn't hit me. Oh, there.
Yep, it's a 10-foot spread.
Right.
That reflex save is just a success.
Remember, you get +2.
That's true. I forgot.
So I just need to do a fortitude.
2 fortitude saves from each of you, please.
No. Yay. 1 succeed.
Okay,
2 succeed.
you all succeed. And for the reflex save, if you succeed, you take half of this, which you did to Rexus. So, very little happens.
Sick.
Let's see how fast. Not very. Alright. As the stalagmite that Terexus shot seems to shed its disguise and show that it is indeed something very different. It seems to be... It is a creature in the shape of a manta ray, unfolding previously unseen wings, gliding silently towards you with a rasp-like mouth. Its intention clear that it wants to very much eat you. As it will fly down towards you and slam at you with its mouth. That, I believe, is it.
Yep.
It will also try to grapple you. Where's my special button? That is.
No.
That is not a success. Can we double check that the bonus is correct though? Because the bonus is not correct. That should have been a 29.
That is just a hit.
That's enough to grapple you then. I don't think it's a defender wins case.
Unless the blessing also give me a protection against that.
It's like attacking AC for purposes.
Yeah. It exactly hits then. Which means that you're both grappled.
I just think that you're sort of just standing there fighting, and then sort of you look up, and this thing just like pops on the head.
Like a hat. Like an evil sorting hat.
Einavox.
So, are you still standing there?
You would be adjacent, so here.
So I can't hit the... Can I hit it without hitting Thoraxis?
No.
Do you still flank
Actually, it
with
would be
me?
like this.
I mean, they would share squares, right?
Yeah.
Well, I might as well just go down here and do my thing.
Why doesn't this work?
Still a poison monster.
Oh, yeah, right. It's bigger now.
Okay.
It's not easy, this.
It is
Would
not
Einavox
easy.
think that the dwarf would be hurt?
You could find out.
Probably.
Well, if I do it like this, I hit everyone.
You can ordinarily hurt ghosts. So he probably would be hurt.
Should I try? I'll say sorry after.
Nah,
I have another good angle for you, by the way. If you
Show
want.
me. Sure.
I know I miscalculated. Never mind. Actually, I must have been 5 feet too short.
You can hit Alexis. He's probably going to be fine.
No, I can do like this. Oh wait. Why does it keep doing that?
I mean, the ghost doesn't have an initiative pass, so will he just stand there forever?
If you tell him to move, he will essentially
move
move
to the
after
side.
your turn.
Could
Well,
you
you can't-
move?
You can't do it during your turn.
Prepare for him to move.
Why
Question:
does it
Does she have to fire from the edge of her token? Because she fire from any part of her token? Out of curiosity.
I could just
Uh,
You
stab.
can fire from any part of your token
yeah.
facing the way
Because the
you.
reason why I ask is because the green cone I was put down looks like an excellent one. Dodging
Oh,
fire.
if you fire from the middle, yeah, that would that work?
I don't know. I think you need
I
to
mean,
fire
well-
from the edge, like towards the people you're.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Breathing.
sure it's from the edge, not from the center.
5-foot step back.
It's a good question It's a good question. Now we're large, right?
Could 5-foot step anywhere, really. Or move anywhere.
Because that's not a bad cone. You hit everything.
You know what? Let's give Mr. Ghost an initiative as well. Oh, he would actually act first. He would
I
act-
am.
Yeah. Considering
Mr.
that he would have
Ghost.
acted this turn, I can just tell him to fuck off. There you go.
Oh,
Go in
that,
the wall slightly.
Well, can I stat drain these bastards?
You could try.
Maybe.
Well, let's do a debilitating breath then. 2 rounds, that's not bad. Oh, no, I never. No!
Stop moving me. Okay, let me just roll. Do the damage first. Dodge oozes. One of the oozes dodges apparently.
How is that even a? My God!
The other
I've
two
never seen
fail.
such a reflex save from an ooze. I am ooze ninja.
Well, they, can I.
You can drain them, yes.
Then they are dex and strength damage.
What happens if it reaches 0
By
dex
4
for an
points
ooze?
now, right?
But 4 points,
If something,
yes.
if something hits 0 dex, it just becomes paralyzed and cannot take actions.
Aha! Suck it,
Half my
ooze.
level.
Yeah, half your level, that would be 4.
Yeah, then they are. Indeed. So, take that.
Same rule applies, but if you lose all your strength, you become paralyzed and cannot take actions.
Well, you con, you die.
Yep, lose your
Oh,
con, you're
nice.
dead. Well, this is a... Tyraxus... I presume you don't want to be hit by a cold breath, do you?
Mm,
It looks very tempting.
I'd rather not, because I'm grappled by this nightmare right now that's sort of sucking the life out of me.
It is currently trying to smother you with its mouth, putting
Oh.
its mouth over yours.
Oh,
Oh my!
such intimacy.
Oh,
Tyraxus does not... Tyraxus does not...
if
help
asked,
flank, does he?
if asked, he will say.
Yes. That's what I'm hearing. He wants to be breath weapon.
You, in fact, cannot speak, cast spells, and you must hold your breath, which also includes not being able to use your breath weapon.
I'll show
I
you
might-
breath weapon. I
Tangle you, on
must.
the
What
other
happens
hand-
if I don't?
Then you fall like the suffocate and.
But he is
If
here.
you decide not to hold your breath, then you would suffocate instantly.
But he
essentially.
is. But he's filled with air. There's not a vacuum in there, surely.
Maybe that he has like a. He's like.
I have.
All the air poops out his head.
it's like a vacuum pump. Is that what you say?
Exactly.
I'm just saying, Jonas. I'm not doing this yet, sheep. By the way, I'm not doing this.
I don't believe that's how it works.
I mean, you can't breathe. That's it.
I'm just saying, Jonas. This looks so tempting.
Yeah. Well, hit poor Tyraxus. Why would he get to be alive? And protect
Yeah, I'll
you
let
all
you as a
from this,
player decide if it happens
horrible
or not, so-
nightmare.
We just 5-foot step up and do it.
I can't avoid Tyraxus if I want to hit the lurker. So
Yeah, they share.
I'll leave it up to Jonas if I do that or not.
Well, I mean, I could try to like. How good is Tyraxus at you know, escape artisting?
Let me show you.
Non-existent.
Because if you could do that, then I could get you out. But
That's how good I am.
I will not even try then.
10 on a take 10.
But yeah, so your choice, Jonas. Would you like me to breath weapon or not?
I mean, I am hurt. I'm being smothered by a vacuum
I don't know
pump
how hurt you are.
with teeth.
So,
I mean, fine. If I die, I die, right?
I mean, you could 5-step over there and just get these 3, right?
Like, yeah, I'm just asking. Like, are you okay with it as a player or not? Because I don't know
Yeah,
what your
that's fine. That's fine. I'm not gonna hate you forever.
Not forever.
I don't want to kill your character.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what health you're on. So
I mean,
can't
if
say
I actually die, you know, that's
fine, I'll just do this. Sheep.
Yes. They will try to dodge. And wow.
Well,
Putting
dodges.
one continues its dodging spree, the other 2 fail.
So the other 2. Now somehow I've managed to entangle an ooze. I guess I've frozen it solid. Also, it's dead. And
It's gone.
also killed fungus.
Yep, they're both gone. This guy takes 14, but he's not entangled.
And now the floor is a lovely icy theme park.
Oops, I'm moving the universe. Okay. Einavox. Einavox? No.
What?
Tyrexus. There we go. The
Well-
initiative being messed up.
can I? What can I do? Can I attack? No.
Claw him and like slap
You
him.
can do anything
nails.
that does not require 2 hands, meaning essentially everything. However, you do take a -2 on your full attack.
Mm-hmm.
Or you could try to reverse the grapple. Like,
That's not gonna happen.
you could suffocate him with your mouth.
he just his jaw
You just
unhinges.
crawl into his face.
You want to swallow? I'll give you a fucking swallow. And he's crawling and start tearing things apart. That would be kind of cool. But I'm not confident enough to reverse this thing actually on him.
Well, you could just smash it then.
I'll smash it.
Attack it.
I'll use elemental aura for this.
You do have the +2 from the blessing.
Was that upgraded yet? No, it was level 10 for that. Let's see here. Sneak attack.
Okay, the claws, the second wing, and the tail slap hit. And I do believe that's enough to kill it.
Well, there you go.
As
You see it sort of wrap around him, and then you just hear like a buzzing sound. You see lightning shoot everywhere as it just explodes, and T-Rex like just crawls out again. Like,
Oh, you just did a Godzilla. Godzilla
guess-
gets swallowed by an enemy and does that.
I guess so.
as bits of the amorphous manta ray-like creature fly everywhere, scorched.
Fuck you, Manthra. He's not Mothra, but Manthra. Yeah, well.
Shoot at the pudding.
Those are both hits.
It's magic.
Oops. The blood pudding apparently used a healing surge. Anything else?
Like over here.
Anything else?
No, that's fine. That's it.
Okay. The blood pudding will try to grapple to Rexus, trying to crawl on top of him.
I don't think he can grapple me.
He can.
Oh.
He's special.
Oh.
I'm special.
He does not succeed.
It's not a very good try.
Also, creatures of smaller sizes can attempt to grapple, just they're not very good at it.
This fungus will
No.
go like so. I guess it would have to roll for the icy ground, though.
If it's moving more half its speed, it has to roll.
Yeah.
Whee!
What's the DC?
15. As a result, it cannot move this turn.
Right,
Instead, it cannot be
it
knocked prone.
stops here.
Bump.
Falls prone, right?
If it can fall prone. If
It
it can't,
can't fall prone.
it just
It
takes no
still, it does still, however, shoot its spores, like here, hitting both T-Rexes and Avolnyx.
Now, how did I stop spores with ice? I'm not entirely
And
sure.
the pudding.
And the pudding, it's true. But the pudding is
Suck
immune to everything, so it doesn't matter.
That's unfortunate.
Those are all successes.
That's on fortitude.
Hooray. Well, I have a good fortitude save. I'm pretty confident on those.
I'm not.
And from the darkness,
Oh no!
a second manta ray-like creature charges T-Rexes and will attempt the same thing.
The Rex is like, no, not again!
That's a miss,
It looks
though.
familiar.
Don't do the sucking.
Actually, I forgot the charge modifier. That's a hit.
I have 2+ extra AC for the blessing. Ha!
And that cancels out. That is a miss.
Flops to the ground instead.
Look at these
Animals.
things. They're horrifying.
Well, if it had been round 3, I would have breath on them, but you know, just can't hack and everything.
Go around being punching that fungus thing.
But then
Just-
he's gonna.
Do like a fly hop. It's fine.
I hope.
Whee! There's a little Spyro, like, jump
Yeah.
glide thing.
Can I poison that thing? You know what? I'm gonna try and make it nauseated and all the crap.
I don't think it
Immune to
can
it.
be.
Well,
But do it anyway.
I'll do it anyway.
Oh.
I didn't hit.
Okay. So we have fungus there, and whatever this thing is there, and then just a blood pudding.
Your mission to remove all of them. Single turn.
How tall was this room, Sheep?
I think he's muted.
That is very true. The cavern is very tall to the point where you can't even see the ceiling in the darkness.
Okay. Okay. I
Not
guess that
properly,
means
anyways.
I guess that means flight is a question.
You can fly, yes.
Yes. Which then I mean that ball of spores is rolling across the ground, right?
Yes.
And I'm getting off the floor. As I am going to, I suppose, fly up to like here and like bite down at the lurker above.
The lurker above is also flying, but since
Oh,
you
fine.
can also fly, I didn't really specify. Like 20 feet.
Okay. Just because.
That's it, yes. 18 points. T-Rexes.
Oh, actually, I forgot it's flying. Which do I get more AC against him? Okay.
Should I just kill? No, the pudding is not doing much.
Kill it and then 5-foot step to hurt the lurker up.
Guess. Sure. Die, pudding!
And the rest, I guess... Oh no, you're out of range for the rest.
I can 5-foot step.
That's true, then the rest can hit. Claws, wing, and tail step. So splitting the amorphous mass that is a manta ray stalactite with teeth attacks.
Well. Are people looking? Oh, could use some help, so. Go here, give you like moderate wounds. 17 HP. And then Avenger will try to see if we can finish off that lurker. A little short bow.
She hits with the first attack and does 4 points of damage. The lurker is almost dead, but not quite. Well, fungus has been severely deprived of targets. It'll roll towards Einavox here.
It's starting its turn on ice.
That's true, but it's moving more than half its speed.
Yeah.
So
If it is moving more than half its speed,
it is, yeah.
then there's still a check because it starts its turn on ice.
Not being
Oh,
careful.
okay. Acrobatics?
DC 15.
Okay, it stays here. It will still shoot its spores at both Einavox and Avonix, however. Like, oops. That's enough.
Yeah, that ice is slightly brutal.
So,
It's a strange creature that would shoot its spores at people for like weaponry.
Agreed.
the lurker will again try to attack Tyraxus. Or will it? Actually, there's a flying thing, and those are far easier to eat. So this will be against Avonix. That's a miss.
That's a miss. I have 28 AC, not 24 AC against this thing because it's flying as well.
Yeah. Einavox.
5-foot step and full attack, and I am not hurt, so I cannot. But you know,
Poison the plant.
I don't care. I'm gonna try.
Plant poison is a thing. Herbicide.
The claws and the tail slap hits. Does the tail slap really only do one?
I have
Oh,
a lot of stat damage.
Right, you have no strength modifier at the moment. Oops. You do some damage against the plant. Avonix.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to activate my elemental aura as swift action. 5-foot flighted there at the start. I'm going to do my full attack. If I manage to kill the lurker above, I'm then going to do a free action drop to the ground to continue my attacks against the fungus.
Okay.
It's a free action to do an auto landing, which I can succeed. So, attack!
The first bite is enough to drop the lurker.
In that case, I will land and attack the fungus for the rest.
That is also enough to kill the fungus. Combat is over.
Just a somersaulting dive to kill both of them with ice.
This is too much.
As silence befalls the cavern. Silence is broken by the ghost wolf. He sighs, says, I've seen a lot of critters down here. Rats and snails and moving plants and other strange things. But these monstrosities do not belong in this world. Look at these monsters.
Yeah, fairly horrible.
I saw them fairly close. Looks at them. How did they get in here?
Well, this place does have a back door, so that might be one way. Other than that...
Does this back door lead to the dimensions of madness?
It might at this point.
Might need to seal that up.
Well,
No. That's,
I think revealed a little more sheep.
Oops, and then I can't see anything. And he does go here, stops. And this should be the place where the bones of Oranostrix are resting. However, they seem to be very much absent.
Hmm.
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 Necrotic powers were here.
Hmm. Maybe the gold dragon in Sunder's court is actually Oranostrix's resurrected corpse.
Oh dear.
Wielding a flesh mask to appear
Yep.
alive.
Yep.
And that is why he poisoned that other dragon too.
Because if he learned a horrible truth.
See some more around.
So where are the bones?
Well, I honestly don't know. They should have been here. This is his chosen resting place, after all. It used to be a beautiful glade with even birds lived here, and that pond over there was slightly less green.
How did
blue.
light come in here?
No magic shenanigans, not my thing.
And you haven't seen any bones walk out, I take it.
I've seen many things upstairs. Well, no, that's very much a lie. I've seen very few things upstairs, but I've certainly been rather vigilant.
What's over this way?
So again, it is the back door. That is the crime.
Might very well be, although the back door... He goes to inspect the passageway. It's very much, well, unusable at this point.
Hmm.
Can we kind of like take a dive in the pond?
It is...
Ugh.
It is more slime than it is water, but you are certainly free to do so.
If it looks hazardous, then not. But it seems like
With a vent
that
on
would be
your
a
back.
place. Like if you had like a secret passage in here, that would be where he would put it.
It does look icky to the point of
Yeah.
unhealthiness.
I'll get more poisoned.
See, this fog of war is being weird.
So I used to doubt that there's
And
actually
what you see there is another
not going to be any.
marble door made to look like gold. This one having engravings that are not entirely removed, and they are depicting universally understood symbols for wealth, as well as universally understood warnings for those who might want that wealth.
Mm-hmm. Drax looks at the dwarf.
Well, that's the vault, alright. And, well, I suppose I did promise you, and who needs money anyway if you're dead? And I'm dead, and Oranostrix is dead, hopefully. And
I hope you hang around, dwarf. I find your company refreshing.
he pauses. Well, that's one of the things I can strike off my bucket list, but wait, those only work for life, for those who are still alive. Should be a bucket list for ghosts, but there's not.
A tombstone list? Draxus frowns.
He
The
shrugs.
haunting list.
A shovel list.
Could make a ghost touch bucket.
Chant this bucket with ghost touch.
Yeah, the whole room. It'll be like even dead.
Oh, that he'd be so happy.
Like cookies of ghost cut.
You know, if we get ghost touch tools for him, that'd be pretty great.
Yeah, then he could actually do stuff.
A traveler's any tool with ghost touch.
See, that now we're thinking.
Mm-hmm.
He does instruct Tyraxus in the proper motions to open the door, which includes pressing buttons that are very much hidden inside the letters of some of the warnings, and twisting the depictions of jewels and other things.
Draxus will do so.
A process that takes quite a while, as he's apparently not happy with how you're doing things and has you do these things multiple times, because they need to be right, otherwise this door won't open and bad things happen.
Alright, Tyraxus will be patient and try to click the things.
Right, roll me a disable device.
Nope. I don't think so.
Maybe you should
So
let
do
someone
you need help?
I guess.
With
Apparently I
that?
do. I thought I was going to press a button, but it seems to be much more involved.
I mean, it usually could. It usually can.
It takes some practice, but also your claws are very big. Usually, he
I mean,
opens this door.
I will mostly just poke it and then, like, it might just happen or it might not.
Well, he can instruct you where to poke.
Let me show you my my device check here.
My finger poke is like a tactical nuke.
There we go, 16.
That is not enough, even with his instructions.
See what we can do. Not much better.
And no, he frowns and sighs.
I can just try again though.
Yeah,
It takes me, as it actually only takes me a move action to do. So I can do 2 per round.
Time to
And
take
just
20.
fucking jab the thing. I'll take 20.
That guy just slaps at the door like.
That's the best I can do.
Hooray!
Alright.
Unlike normal.
Because as a dragon, my dexterity is kind of crap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
saying?
as it turns out.
You'll take 20 still not. You'll take 20. You can do that in 5 rounds, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
It's to 10 rounds.
Okay.
Ten rounds
He,
take me, actually.
Put his hand on it for like half a minute.
he opens the door with a grand gesture,
Empty.
It's probably as
wanting
empty
to show
as
you
that.
all the wealth
Mhm.
as
Empty.
You
It's gonna be
see-
it's gonna be a note. Thank you. Just,
as you see 3 things. 1, the door opens.
mhm.
2,
It's halfway out of the tunnel.
2, in
Oh!
front of you seems to be the statue of what seems to depict a gold dragon.
I can't
Free.
see it.
That's true. But you will see it in a moment. Don't move, don't move.
Uh-oh.
Because number 3, as the door opens, it breathes a cone of fire at
Oh
you.
no!
Okay, I'll move
I
back.
knew I should never have opened this door.
You
What's-
But it's
tricked
made
us.
of gold, right?
Oh.
It is not entirely made out of gold. It is certainly gold plated. Its eyes are gems, and those certainly still exist. So
Yay.
it is also trying to kill you currently.
Why? We opened the door, right?
It does seem to fluctuate with the same dark energies as the statues have.
Necrotic dark
Oh.
energy statue.
Get it!
Ruin its life.
It does get to act first, as it has a prepared action. Oh, come on.
How long has he prepared that action?
It's a statue, it has a lot of patience.
Remember me for what I did.
As
It
this
could
will
have
be
been.
a 40-foot cone, hitting T-Rexes and attacks. Roll me a reflex save.
Does this count as a dragon?
It does count as a dragon.
Okay.
That's actually better.
Let me see. Those are both successes. You take half of this, and you do not take strength damage. Avonix. Orphon dives out of the way into the vault.
And no strength damage or something. Yes, go on. There's fire in there.
I don't really think I can fly into this little tunnel here, can I?
No.
Yeah, I
You
didn't
cannot,
think so.
you cannot fly in the tunnel or in the vault.
Which make you know what? But then time to I will expend my quick runner shirt. Take another action. Do I see?
You see vault.
There's
Money!
actually things in here.
It's not as full
No,
as I was hoping, but you know.
Both judging from the contents or lack thereof of the vault, as well as Orphon's shocked expression, this vault is not as full as it should be.
He is totally a corpse walking around Sunda's court.
Yeah.
He's used his wealth to I don't know what he's doing.
No, we
That-
totally shouldn't go there, though.
But we need to see what
Look
he's
at Draco
doing.
Lich.
But now we have proof.
No, we don't.
We can bring the dwarf.
No, we can't.
Right.
If we make a ghost cage
That's
for
it.
him,
You know, maybe there's something in here. There's an orb over there. Is that fire?
Richly rich.
That is remains of the token I had for the dragon statue, which is currently attacking you. It does not have an orb.
Oh.
Attacks.
Well,
You can just heal him and then he's.
blessings of
Ah, safe, you idiot.
So now you all have that. Blessings of fervor.
Anything
Yay!
else?
Like move over here,
Hop under Avenger.
and she can shoot at the thing.
Second hit. Second shot is it. Tyraxus.
But I take the movement buff from the blessing.
It will take its attack of opportunity then.
Oh, I thought it was. Oh, it's alive. I see.
Not
Yes,
just
it-
a turret.
No, it may take its.
Okay.
If you want to be flanking, you technically one higher, I think.
So miss.
There we go.
now,
I'll,
you flank for a diagonal.
yeah, I'll give it a lightning shock, and I will drain it if that is even possible. I don't know if it is, but we'll try. Zap.
Since that would no, it's immune to drain.
Hmm.
But it's
Makes
not
sense.
immune to trying to dodge lightning. And it fails.
Yep. Kazab. 27 lightning. Is that
Dodge, you did fail.
correct? Mhm.
Anavox?
I don't even know what it looks in there.
It's
Have a look.
a somewhat picked clean vault, sadly.
Oh, hey!
I mean, still probably like 200,000.
I mean, 2 million maybe? I mean, that gem over there is pretty big.
Tiny bit of a gold dragon's horn.
It is super ancient, like the most
Generations.
yeah,
included.
the most awesome gold dragon that's ever lived.
I'm gonna take the move action. I'll write that in my table.
We all know how much a gold dragon in Forsaken Throne has.
Yeah, just
Chad.
move.
like
Like
GDP times 10 million.
Yeah, it's like billions.
Billions and billions.
You didn't even know there was that much gold out there, you know?
Like, there's so much gold that the chance that there's the intelligent life on some of it is pretty high.
He's if he spent all that gold, he would actually crash all of the world markets forever.
Yeah! And then I'll brief on that gold.
We would be using rocks for money and throw gold out everywhere.
Yeah, it's so much gold. Like I have to get all of this
Yes.
gold out of my fields. I
Gold
can't
poisoning.
sow.
It's
Yeah,
just-
can't sow my fields for all the gold is in a way. I need to.
It will full attack Avonix.
just need good granite. Gold's too soft to build with.
This is not a flying creature as far as I'm aware.
No.
Do these attacks count as magic?
Yes.
Had to check.
Evil necromantic golem thing. Kill it.
Let me just add up the damage.
Well,
Ruin
the
its
only
life.
thing I can hit it with a lot of anything is my breath, and it's not ready in 4 rounds. So I'm done.
Avonix.
Okay. So it shot fire towards us. Let's have some cold. So slide to there. That's that. It's fine. And I'm going to take an extra bite attack sheep.
Okay.
The blessing. So I'm going to add that in.
See, the claws hit. The rest does not. Attacks.
I blame the strength damage.
We all do.
Start with Avenger. Shoot her.
Yeah, I'm not
with
taking
bow.
-7 like you, but still.
Shoot.
Avenger kill steals.
You know, I'm sorry to say, but
Pew pew.
As she
Hold it.
shoots one of the gem eyes, and the statue stops moving, then crumbles.
Now I can legitimately blame the strength damage because I would have done enough damage to kill it. Otherwise, then.
So let's just explore the rest of the vault here.
As often
I would have done 4 extra damage.
as often walks back to you. I swear that particular statue was just a statue. I did not build that one.
It seems that the dark necromancy has indeed infested this place quite a bit. Looks around, and the bones are gone, and yes, I am beginning to suspect what has been going on here.
And what would that be?
That the good golden dragon maybe did die indeed, but he is somehow resurrected and walking around and plotting something. Sort of moves around, looking around. A great gold has been spotted up on the surface. Claims to be the great-grandson of... Well... He looks around again.
Could it be a far-fetched thought, perhaps, but one type of dragon gathering dragons to attack another type of dragons, who are also gathering dragons to attack this type of dragons? Perhaps there is another player behind it, someone capable of actually animating the skeleton of so old gold dragon.
Tyraxus frowns.
If a similar thing could be done on the other side, then a whole thing could be engineered to, well, the goal of destroying dragon race, dragon kind.
What scale of sorcerer are we talking about for something like that?
I did not see the bones, but I doubt it's anything that I could do. Doubt it's something that my father could do.
And I will tell you that I have known Oranostrix for many years, and he would never do such a thing as stoop low enough to use necromancy to extend his life. As you can see, all you need is a bit of stubbornness, and it just works out.
Someone else would do it.
His corpse in this temple has been a target for legends and myths up on the surface for generations. If someone were actually able to move inside here, he thinks... Master Goldfriend, if you once more look upon the back entrance to this place, using your expertise knowledge, could you perhaps determine how long it has been collapsed?
Oh, I am an engineer, not a geologist, I'm afraid. I could tell you that it is collapsed, and I could tell you how long it would take to repair it, but not for how long.
Could you go through the entrance and see for how long it is actually collapsed, and see if there might be any traces on the other side? What did this?
I am afraid that my presence is limited to the temple proper. I am rather afraid of the entrances and exits of this place, to be quite honest.
And if you look at the damage wrought by the cave-in, would you surmise that it was actually an engineering failure, or something that, well, a sapping attempt, perhaps?
Now, that is something I can do. He'll head off. Also, I did promise you the contents of this vault, although I did think that the vault would still indeed contain the valuables that Oranostrix used to possess. But meager pickings as it is, take your reward, I guess. Not nearly as much as it used to be, of course, but maybe it'll satisfy you for a bit. So he heads off to do what you said.
Well, let's gather up the valuables.
Between discarded coins, rather valuable looking antiquities and art, and gems the size of your claws, you can gather a grand total of 40,000 gold pieces worth of stuff.
Alright, that's a okay sum, I suppose.
Mm-hmm. It's like 10,000 each.
Yeah.
Throw that on the snail shells we got, and
Well, those kind of went to Einovox because
that's true. Einovox got the snail shells as a bonus.
Well, how much?
We basically get 10,000 each.
yeah, I'm keeping track of the
Okay, we'll split it later, will we, probably?
yeah, later. Well, that's something. Could you all gather it up? then I'll try to do a legend lore in this place. Because we did find it, and I have a feeling that actually most people who have been hanging around here have been 11th level or higher. So I suppose I should use like the time to cast it.
We'll
I know
gather the money.
has knowledge history.
40 minutes is gonna take me. So
That's fine.
If
Tulaxus is gonna
this spell.
It's gonna put everything up in very nice and ordered piles, very organized, very precise. He's gonna use Avendra to help, count the coins and write down lists. And maybe find a few chests to put things in. 4 chests.
You can find a couple chests containing still some of the valuables, but clearly having been emptied in a hurry.
Yeah, and after an hour or so, he will approach everyone with 1 chest each that you can get and hold on to as your share.
I will be trying with the legend lore to pinpoint recent-ish things. I can only do it on people who are 11th level or higher. They count as being legendary. But what they have been doing in here, it does say with detailed information, I can find out legend that has never been known to anyone.
Let's see. Brings to your mind legends about an important person, place, or thing. This is certainly an important place. If you add the place, it takes that long. So what you would essentially gain are legends and not specific information. Rechaex would then, in the process of finishing his 40-minute long cast as the others collect valuables and split them up fairly and evenly, of course, because that's what dragons do. You would receive to your mind many images and voices and just a jumble of information, most of which does seem to confirm the things you've heard, especially the things that the Copper Dragon had in his journal. That this was indeed a place where great kings and other leaders of any kind came to offer valuables to the Gold Dragon or Rhinostrix living here, and in return received advice, most often in the form of a few sentences that do not seem to be immediately helpful. But even the legends, or especially the legends, say that whatever he said did indeed play a major role in the country's or the rebellion's success.
But what about more recent things? It does specify that it could be something, even information that has never generally been known. Just looking for things or people of legendary importance that have been interacting here recently, or who might have done something with this corpse.
People of legendary importance that have interacted with his corpse. There wouldn't be any legend that come to your mind. You do see, or rather experience, the moments just before Rhinostrix's own demise, where he was traveling, or is traveling through his temple, switching to human form where it was most appropriate to fit through the passages, and eventually just settling down in peace. In the center of a green glade, trees, birds singing, a fake sun glowing up above, a magic creation no doubt, and a pond of clear blue water.
What about the sinking? That certainly must be a legendary thing.
The kind of information you would get about that, again in glimpses and very much incomplete, is that one day it simply sunk as if the entire land turned to quicksand. However, you would also realize that with the help of the spell, that it makes very little sense that the entire cavern also sunk as undamaged as it was really just a natural cavern.
Perhaps the entire land was raised. All right. Well, that's hopelessly useless.
Can you see who took the money in here?
Apparently not.
Even when you're actively trying to put your mind to answer that question, the legends and images you get very quickly become distorted and incomplete. You can get the picture that something has happened here, but not what exactly.
Yeah. Something is definitely very wrong about this place. Like, it's... Well... Terrible suspicions. Yeah.
Orphan will also tell you that as far as he is aware, the back door really just collapsed, and quite thoroughly as well. Could probably be dug out, but you might have to dig an entire new back entrance.
Well... That means that someone actually came and went without Orthon noticing. Which suggests teleportation, which suggests that the person knew this place very well. Which means that, again, that might be the Gold Dragon himself, but if he died first, that seems unlikely. So someone else got in here, knowing exactly where they need to go to teleport in. Which could be any number of, well, I guess, famous and powerful wizards who has ever visited the Gold Dragon or knew him. Does Orthon know of any other famous or powerful friends of the Gold Dragon?
Well, there have been quite a few friends of the Gold Dragon. Of course, everyone wanted to be his friend, because being his friend, they thought, would mean that they got his advice for free, which was a fantasy that many made.
Powerful spellcasters or clerics?
He shrugs. If you were a spellcaster, a powerful one at that, during Oronostrix's lifetime, you would probably have visited here at some point.
Who made that sun cavern, for instance?
I do believe that was Oronostrix himself.
Oh.
We can't really make any conclusions on it, and even if we could, we wouldn't really know enough about that person to really have any frame of reference. If he's indeed been dead for like thousands of years, then that's a very wide time span within something could have happened. Could have been active there for like...
But his grandson didn't show up until very recently. Wasn't he the thing, like, oh, he's not very famous because he has never succeeded? Wasn't that kind of the story?
Yeah, that was kind of the story, but, you know, if we have time at some point, I can try to do a legend lore about him and see if there's any legends or anyone who speaks. But if there's nothing at all, that might be...
That might be like a warning, yeah.
Most dragons, I imagine, of even like old age would have quite a bit of attention happen to them at some point. Unless even like sleeping for their entire life.
Yeah.
Even so, they might be like, oh, in the forest, there's like the great dragon sleeping.
If you leave an offering, it will give you something in return. So, is that another crumbled passageway up north?
Well, if you say that out loud, one would essentially turn around and say, I built this place. There shouldn't be a passage there. I do believe that this is very strange.
Someone tunneled into the vault.
Of all places.
Someone
Looted all the money.
Yep.
Then got right in there and didn't even have to go through all the fences. Why would you let the like, was it easily tunnelable?
I can tell you with absolute certainty that no mortal creature could have burrowed into this vault. I built it myself. No, this is not a hole that someone made from the outside. This was here from the beginning, and I did not build this.
Secrets even from the master builder, eh?
Or maybe there was someone else who had it there. and hit it, just so that playing the long game.
It was a very long game to play.
Well, where does it lead to?
It is currently blocked, and
Does it lead out? Are you afraid of it?
I do believe I should be, because if this is not part of the temple, then I would rather not set foot in there.
But it could be part of the temple, right?
It could be.
Doesn't seem to be so thoroughly caved in that digging it out is.
It does seem caved into the point where you would have to dig, but it does not seem to be completely.
dig
Alright.
as it is
So,
earth.
Raxus, I think you're the one who has the most digging skill.
Yep, Tyraxus stretches his claws and digs in, quite literally. Delicious.
Nice rocks.
Oh,
You eat the rocks, make me a fortitude save.
Oh, that's gonna be hell in the morning. Oh,
I'm not serious. But no, I wasn't serious.
I get constipated. Horrible.
You fail. You're nauseated forever.
Oh, help.
What you see
Avendra,
here
you need to
is-
crawl in and get him out.
You see one of those rocks there was actually like just a rock of uranium.
Get in there, Raxus.
What you see here is not really as nice a place as the temple inside was. However, it is most definitely not a natural cavern either. It was built perhaps with functionality in mind. A chamber, square perhaps at some point. However, the walls not being maintained as well as the castle, the temple inside, have buckled and crumbled a bit. However, it still stands.
It's moved down as well. Which might suggest it's part of the temple.
Pokes around. Yes, it must mean that the Ornestrix was the one who actually built it.
And stepping here
Oh,
on a pedestal,
that's not a good.
We know
pedestal.
what's been there.
Yeah.
on a pedestal in the caverns, you are very sure that you have seen perhaps not this exact image, but these shards before, and they emit the same kind of utter wrongness as you've seen back then in what you assume to have been one of your dreams.
So he sat on the freaking black dragon orb.
What a meanie.
And he just died without doing anything about it.
Uh-huh.
What an.
Like, it's not pleasant to go into that room, is it?
No, no.
No,
What's
absolutely
here?
not.
That is the dead end?
Sorry, what?
Is that just the dead end up here?
No, it continues.
How does Avendra feel getting into the room?
Avendra doesn't really feel anything. It does look rather disgusting, really, because there's things crawling all over the shards, but she's fine.
Things crawling there?
Like worms?
Snails.
Is it worms?
Snails there.
They are worms.
Worms.
Hold me.
Are they those worms? We have
Are
like
they
a
what?
jar of them, right?
We have a jar of them, yeah. We can
We do.
compare.
Are they the same worms?
They are the same.
Hold me.
The fucking gold!
They ate the gold! Wait, no.
No, wait, no. He is a worm that walks in dragon form or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that is a terrible, terrible thing.
We should never go to his party.
Oh,
It's also worth mentioning that the shards you see here would not be enough to make a proper orb. These are just splinters, too small to have been of any significance for whoever who cleaned up here.
Shattered them and took them away. Or they were eaten by the worms. They appear to have been eaten off.
No.
The worms just live there, like without food? Huh.
Well, don't you remember they actually lived quite well in the jar, too?
Yeah. So the world will be all worms.
alright, alright.
We're
There
not
is like
going to that party, and that's the end of
Oracle
it.
dragon disease.
But now we
with
now we
intelligent
must go
worms that
because we need to
No!
stop him. We must stop him.
How are we
I
gonna
trust you, Traxxas.
worm?
Sure, you will be good.
He's gonna come back. There's something wrong with Tyraxus. You can't really say what. He's like wriggling a little
His
bit.
eyeball just
That's gross.
looks like a.
He's like, you should join the
Clam.
party, Rekayax. The song is everlasting.
What you see here is essentially a refuse pit, showing signs of, well, mostly usage for remains of various kinds, such as, well, bones.
Live here.
So that worm thing was living here? That's gross, man.
Like right outside behind his door. Like
Well,
like
maybe
looking at him while he slept.
not necessarily.
Right.
And to the north is a long, long tunnel that eventually, if you follow it completely, comes up in a spot on top of this stop rise, hidden behind rocks, and most definitely actively concealed.
Oh
Well-
my god.
I guess we'll head back to the good dwarf and basically tell him that, all right, yeah, things are fucked up. We're gonna go and investigate. You hang out here. Keep an eye out if more people show up, and
Kill them all.
and kill them all.
Scare
we
them.
will come back here in one form or another and have a longer talk about what happened here probably at some point.
We should bring him like that ghost touch any tool so he can
Yes.
shore up the defenses.
Yes, that is exactly. Traxxas is gonna ask if he brings him that, will he be able to use it?
He will look very happy and say, "Yes,
Aw.
I built all these things. I can fix them again.
Ah,
And if I
that-
can't, then I'll be damned."
I'll.
I mean,
It's you,
you know,
shouldn't say
I'll
that.
try. I'll try.
It's it's a deal. We'll Tulaxus will get that done because this is a place I really want to lair in. It's like perfect for me.
I don't understand you. A worm
I just need to
used live
block.
here,
I
though.
just need to block off this like worm
It has
death
some,
area
some
here.
bad history, but
Yeah.
then again, mine. I mean, the guy there didn't last long either. So
No.
I'm just saying that this is kind of like a Reigns of Castamere. Just I wouldn't live here.
Live in Harrenhal.
Yeah.
The
This is
Harrenhal of
Harrenhal.
Dragons.
This is
Dragon
the
Hall.
Harrenhal of
the
Dragons.
Maybe,
question is,
but
how are you gonna
it's-
friggin' people to live here? Maybe
Me?
Yeah, like
I'm gonna clean it up.
You're gonna need a broom.
Me and the ghost dwarf are gonna fix this. Don't worry.
You're gonna give him a ghost touch broom.
Your house comes with a ghost dwarf.
Yeah. Isn't it great?
Also, well, your house could have come with a spirit, but
Oh,
Well, we.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
we had differences of opinion.
Never get spirit.
Also, just because I want you to appreciate my nuances. If you look at the first level of the place here again,
Yeah.
if you zoom out,
Mm-hmm. It looks like a little golden dragon.
it does. Yeah.
Yeah, it's adorable.
Aw. That's so sweet.
With a really large butt.
Well, you know,
It's going to comment, but
yeah, it's a shake his booty.
That is so cute.
now you kind of want to live here.
I'm gonna pay for the ghost energy tool for this guy.
It's like what, like a +1 to any tool.
I think ghost touch is a +1 enchantment. Yeah.
+1. Does it have to have a +1 already there?
No, the energy
Oh,
tool
yeah,
is magical in itself.
Yeah.
I don't think non-weapons need to be +1 for them to be enchanted.
Yeah. Like something you also might want to put like rust resistant at some point. Might just work.
Yeah, can we make it like an eternal like
I mean, I think that would be going into the armor rules, which is making it like the invulnerable, making it invulnerable ghost touch using armor.
Can I make it
rules.
out of
So it doesn't
adamantine?
deteriorate. But how much? It weighs 2 lbs, so that's not a lot of adamantine actually.
No.
Might as well.
Alright, I'll splurge on adamantine traveler's energy tool ghost touch.
Eternal Traveler's any tool ghost touch adamantine. Right?
The most expensive tool
What if a
ever
rust
created.
monster came around? and
What if the Frost Monster came
hit
around?
it with his spade, a shovel thing. That's the worst. Like a ghost that can hit you,
Yeah.
like a club or something.
But the
Get
problem
poking
is
at you.
the problem is though that any tool can't travel with him through the doors, so he would kind of have to work around.
True.
Well, he could like build auto turrets or something.
That said, considering we have already surpassed our usual limit, are you going to return back to the camp after this,
Yeah.
or what do you plan to do?
We need
Yes.
a bit of rest.
Because
A few days of just not dying.
one last thing that I would like to give you on the way for next session is that upon returning, Tanroth will approach you, saying that one of the patrols to the east has been ambushed by one of Sunda's bats, and apparently it wishes to speak to the leaders of the Moon Clan.
Well, all right.
It on the topic of rogue dragons operating in the area.
Sure. I mean, it'll
What
probably die.
color was it?
Yeah.
He will describe it as a sort of orange-ish.
Orange-ish. Okay.
Is it big?
Tandalin.
Is it Tandalin? Oh, Tandalin.
Is it Tandalin?
You wouldn't know.
Did it look kind of derpy?
You can join us as a
Did it look
guest
like an
party.
idiot?
Did it talk a lot? Incessantly?
Again, we should not have the meeting right now. We should let ourselves like rest for a few days. You know?
You know, is it
He,
this?
he did. The dragon did say that it expects a response within the next 2 weeks.
Well, that's okay.
I had a
No.
question. I forgot.
I'm actually quite excited over this turn of events. This is some fucking plot that's going on right here. That
So,
we are-
so what's the most, like 7? Someone got 7 like damage.
I did.
Then we should wait a week of downtime. That might also be enough for you to get that any tool.
Yep.
The dwarf. It's a pretty cool layer.
Oh, right.
But Jonas, I'm
Is it
seeing
the
impervious
same-
and ghost touch as the 2 in charge.
Is it
Expand
the-
upon mine.
Is it the same guy who said that the dragon that they saw was a yellow dragon when Einarok said there's no such thing as yellow dragons? Is it the same guy and is that why he's saying orange?
So did they kill the patrol? Is that what they did?
Well, according to
Is that
the
them?
only member of the patrol to return, they are being held hostage at one of the oases.
We don't negotiate with terrorists.
President Rakayak says.
Sheep, is it the same guy that Einarok lectured about yellow dragons? That's why he said orange.
I mean, it wasn't a yellow dragon though. He did say orange because orange was the closest thing. He doesn't know it's a brass dragon.
Oh, okay. So it's a brass dragon?
Dun dun dun! It is Tandalin. Good work, Teen. You totally tricked the DM.
Might be a different brass dragon.
Oh, Tandalin! You just want to hug him, though. You know?
Well, you know, he can join us or he can die.
Yeah, we can't kill Tandalin.
Join with us, Tandalin. Together.
He looks nervously around, but oh, I am everly so charmingly befuddled.
I will, and then we put him in prison until this is all over because we can't trust him.
That's true. We can't trust him.
No, I'm not really that worried. The most dragons we've met have been either or heard about have been dragons that soiled themselves.
If you want to join us, Tandalin, you have to eat one of the larvae from this pen.
And then go.
I don't think that's.
If you do it, you will learn all the gossip about the gold dragon. You ever resist? So a week downtime, and then we'll go deal with this dragon.
Yeah.
That is
a week
definitely
downtime
not
would then
bad.
be one.
This little dragon issue.
Yes.
That should also get us all fully healed and
Are we as big as Tandalin, by the way?
Yes. Unless Tandalin has expanded.
No.
Oh, there, Kayaks.
No, we're not.
You're getting there.
We would then start at the 6th of Gozaran next time, giving you slightly over 2 months until the festival.
So we're ending the session here then.
Yes. It is after midnight.
Yeah.
Also, I need that week too.
In which case, as a favour to my roommates, I'm actually going to be going now.
Mhm.
Spend a little bit of time. with them.
Like they don't want you to be noisy. Is that?
Ha!
No, they've been having a party. They wanted me to go really badly.
Oh. Now, could you like quiet down in there? We're like trying to sleep now.
Could you stop being a nerd and leave us alone?
I kept my mic muted. I kept my mic muted so you couldn't hear karaoke hour.
Yeah.
You
Like,
should have joined them. You should have let us
No.
join them.
Oh, yeah. No, I don't like
Sheep,
karaoke.
I want to hear you sing karaoke hour.
Me too.
I would, but it would be terrible, and that would make it great.
Yeah.
It was mostly 90s songs.
We could
Mm.
sing
So
songs to
it's
each other's national.
It's the 99 Luftballons. You know, it's just that's all the 90s.
That is indeed the 90s and Aqua.
Oh
and
yeah.
that other
So I will be
German
going
songs
now.
that people know.
Dark,
I thank you for the session, Sheep. Yes, Tia?
have you become a party boy?
This is the first time I've gone out in like 3 weeks for a party, so... They've been going out like
Answer the
every week.
question.
So
Yes.
I mean, no is what I would answer, but
We're just worried about you, Dark.
Yeah, we worried about you.
Never see.
well, you know,
Don't come back drunk and high and all that.
Just
considering the most I've ever drunk on a night out is a single shot.
have fun and be
Not what to worry
safe.
about.
Be safe, Dark.
That is basically the best advice. Have fun and be
Patronizing.
safe.
Patronize him.
Uh,
No, it's out of love. Dark, it's out of love. Have fun and be safe.
Just go.
Did he leave?
Bye.
Oh.
all right. So we have our worm that walk necromantic Uber Gold.
Yeah.
That is he's just brimming with evil.
Yeah.
He killed the copper because he threatened to reveal his dark secret.
Infected the
What
dragon
an
kind with like
asshole.
worm disease.
Mhm.
I bet the Asian dragons have nothing to
And
do with it.
Maybe
And-
they themselves have the same kind of shit happening.
Yeah, and
No,
maybe
They're like, oh no, all the chromatic dragons and Gorman dragons are gonna attack us.
and the big red Fear Crag. No, what was his name?
Just
The
call it.
Sekarak.
Fesekarak. There's a lot of axe in so it's making me. Fesekarak, like he is a super powerful red, and he might have figured it out. But since Sunta has the dragon orb, he can't do shit. You know. And the gold dragon says, "Yes, you may have that dragon orb. Very good."
Because I know that they will
And
die
the-
of
and the-
worm disease.
Yeah, and Fesekarak is just smoldering. You know, he's just.
For all we know, the Asian dragons like gathering because like we have begun discovering that we have worm disease.
Yes.
What like we need a dragon conference to like figure it out.
Yeah.
They didn't invite Underworld Dragon, but he showed up anyway.
he
And,
pops
it's
up.
It's like,
Hello.
and then they're like, oh yeah, we see all these other Western dragons like gathering as well too.
Mm-hmm.
They were like building, talking about attacking us and that we're dangerous and should be put down. Like they must be the ones with worm disease. Now we should attack them, and then it's like a vicious cycle of hate.
Yeah.
You need to break the chain.
Yeah.
The chain must be broken.
We are gonna marry
And
one of us
fate.
to an Asian dragon, and that's how it's
Okay, like the Empress Asian dragon. You know,
Mm-hmm.
he could go there.
I will, with your permission, then, Sheep. I will deduct the money needed for the magical any tool.
How much did it end up being?
Well, if it is indeed not eternal, it is invulnerable, and ghost touch. That's 4,000, plus the cost for the any tool itself. So I get
You want to make it
250.
a Mentine? It's only 2 LB worth of it.
No. I actually I don't know what the cost would be. What is the cost of per LB?
I don't think it's that much. I'm just Google it. Adam Mentine.
I'm leaving now.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll talk about nerdy things.
Okay, have fun. Be safe.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.
Weapon is 3,000.
Yeah, it's not a weapon though.
It doesn't say for anything but weapons. Weapon is
Okay.
the cheapest. Oh, ammunition is like 60 gold per missile.
Hmm.
Oh, it's just an arrow way.
You figure it out that way.
Let's pick the heaviest weapon, divide, because apparently a dagger costs the same as like a Earthbreaker.
Yeah.
Some of the others here though have, well, just don't care about the Manti, whatever. You can probably dig through it. It's not like he's getting tired.
No. So yeah, I'm gonna deduct the money for that sheep, and Thraxus will at the end of the week return to the temple and present Ornus gold friend, perhaps now as a blue friend. Who knows? with the magical ghost any tool.
Okay.
And he will ask him to see if he can set the golems up or the statues up in such a way that they won't attack Tilraxus when he returns.
Or us, perhaps.
Well,
True colors, eh?
Tilraxus will say, and the others, blink, blink.
Set up the Shanti so they won't attack kayaks.
Exactly.
Oh, that's fine.
That's the thing. I mean, your lair came with a whole triumph to defend it. I'm kind of stuck here with a ghost, which I do like a lot.
Like
He's
golems and shit.
but they
I
working.
think we can both agree I got the short end of that stick.
Oh sure. There's a lot of mine has a lot of potential. It's just I need to probably put a whole damn fortune into it to repair it properly.
I'm gonna make that dragon there into an undead thing.
okay.
Is it going to be like a
Because I need something that's aquatic,
Is
and that's like the perfect.
it going to be like this bacchanal orgy, like everyone is dancing around, screaming, and then Tyraxus will at the crescendo of midnight and the full moon weave the dark magics.
No, it's more like, well, that thing has been sitting here for a long time. Let's take it in to clean it off in the holy cave. Then plop down in the well it goes, and then it lives there.
But the dark incantations.
But he doesn't do dark incantations in front of people.
But you need
He has
to.
appearances to keep up.
But
You have to call upon a spirit and all sorts of things, At some point, people get, they're not stupid.
I mean, I think you should do the dark incantations, though. Look at these people; they would love you for that. They'll be like, "Oh, he's our dread dark master.
The time's not yet for
He
that.
creates life and death."
In time. We shall mine away the earth and swarm it all in water.
I have not looked at that, Malon, because I've been playing this session most of the evening, as I'm sure you have noticed.
What?
Malon mailed a PDF that he wants me to take a look at.
The adequate commoner.
Mm-hmm.
I want that PDF a little bit.
The Hodor's Guide to Hodering.
Mm-hmm. It's a very useful source book.
It's very profound.
We are using it.
I have learned it is the Bob Ross of source books.
Mm-hmm.
Just float away in it.
Yeah. But the guy is establishing himself here. Doing I have actually quite a bit of followers, honestly.
That is not true, Grimmeth. Bob Ross was never a commoner. You take that back. Yeah, you have a whole rigmarole thing. I don't know how many is in the clan actually, but you got a lot of people. I need to build all of this up. Now I have a potential headquarters to do it from, which is nice. But yeah.
I'm also going for the leadership rather than vile leadership route, so I gotta be nice,
No, I this is vile leadership for me.
They follow me because they want to, not because, well, a combination of, promises of wealth and have to.
I mean, they want to
Right.
follow me as well, but that's also because I'm kind of, I attract different people than you do. Yes, why don't we put happy little statues around the villages? Let's happy little statues. You can put as many statues as you want. Little highlight. Gently brush strokes back and forth. Next time we'll do a painting that would really tickle you. And you're like, oh yes, Bob Ross, do tickle me. Anyway,
The dreams you must think.
Yes, the dwarf does. If Tyraxus asks him, does he think he can get the place up and running somewhat?
He can probably repair most of the mechanisms of the doors and things, but the constructs, it doesn't seem to be a mechanical problem. He could, however, disable them completely.
Like Tyrexus will ask him to take a look at it and really try to figure out what the problem is now that he has tools, and maybe can poke around in them properly. To see if what can be done to repair them. I mean, Tyrexus might even say that he'll send someone to discuss a little bit with the dwarf when it comes to the magical side of it, because if it's a magical problem, well, he has someone for that.
And get Ghost Pal as well.
Yes, the ghost dwarf is he's take care of the engineering stuff, and Septina, you're my main magical advisor. And together, maybe they can figure something out. Or at least give me a repair bill, you know? And then I will look at it, and I will have a heart attack. And decide that indeed it is time to plunder Corvosa.
See, as far as I could see, I have about... Well, I have exactly 48 followers.
I haven't done that calculation yet. Technically, I don't have... Well, Septina has gathered a decent chunk, actually.
Well, we can do it. What's your charisma modifier?
+1 or 0?
Then you wouldn't have any.
I'm pretty sure I would.
If we add like special power and great renown equivalents,
You don't have great renown yet.
okay, then you'd have about 6 or 8 people, which would be part of it. Yeah, the stronghold is really what does it. That gets you up to actually have some.
I mean, you know, I would describe myself as ruthless and rewarding loyalty and success. I have a special power, probably, because I'm a dragon. Only a +4.
Well, the modifier for rewarding success and stuff, you only get after you've actually done that.
Haven't I? Haven't I? Who
You
says I have not?
in the past you haven't had any base of operation with followers yet, so you couldn't have done that quite yet.
You haven't really been ruthless. I mean, you let that guy like not die.
Do you? You don't know exactly what I put him through. No. That is not mercy.
Neither
What happened
does
to that
anyone
guy?
else.
The thing is, I don't think you need to have like hacking people to death in front of everyone for that to be a thing. I think the rumor and reputation of what happens to people is enough.
Sure, I'm certainly not one to decide. We are only level 8, which means you have a base score of 8, and then whatever modifiers comes on, and the first 5 first level people is level 10. So even if we just had the stronghold, you'd have 5 people, and then every one extra gives one more first level dude until level 13, where we then begin to get 1 second level dude, and so on. It'll get up there slowly, though. You have plenty of time to begin attracting people.
Yep. Yes, the main problem is we need to be done with the Cinderlands. For that, my main interests are below the Cinderlands.
It's kind of fitting almost that you don't gather that many before you get a little higher level.
Yeah. But it's going to be temple. Like claiming the temple as a lair. It's a cool thing. It's a cool place.
Right at the edge of my domain.
It's the edge of your domain. Marks the line between our domains, basically. Right on the edge of Einavox's domain as well, potentially. We might use it as some sort of council place.
Perhaps, sure.
It's on the edge of everyone's domain.
I will claim what is basically northeast of the Storwell Rise.
Mm-hmm.
The clans over here. I'll gather them all and then unite them together.
That is.
And get working on the orcs.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of those too.
Yeah, that seems fine. My main focus is down below the cities and the trade routes. And get that under control so I can siphon money
A water dragon.
and resources.
There's,
And
there's one thing I could do, which surround myself with water all the time. But in doing so, I would meet creatures who don't really care about water because they live in it. Here, what I can do, what I'm good at, is very valuable instead.
yeah, you are the mad
There.
dictator in the Mad Maxian world of the Cinderlands. You control the water. Which means that you control the people. Which also makes it the perfect place for you to hang out.
And I'm making the group of all people who can create water, basically. Minor shamans, adepts, that sort of thing.
Sure.
Are welcome to come join and get to the ever-flowing springs and bring with them their minor water spirits and whatnot, so we can sort of a conflux of...
Yeah, I'm gonna go in, as I said before, like organized crime and stuff. That's what I'm gonna do, and maybe create something like the Tilvaxos Trading Guild.
So your followers, you might not even have a lot of people at your place, like at that, like... Because I was thinking that that's pretty hard to get to. Like,
Yes, no,
like the door is at like the middle of the Storwell, where you have to like rappel down.
no, but that's the point.
know.
I don't want people here.
Yeah. It's like when the adventurers have defeated the local guildmaster, they find a map to this secret location.
Exactly. It's like this weird claw signature. What does that mean?
The dragon's claw.
Yes, it's
Heaven.
a single. Oh, they should go there and get fucked over.
Also, I'm gonna command my flower skeleton to come here. Like, it doesn't need to be the gold anymore. They clearly don't need it. But it can help guard the cave. You know, I don't have that many things yet, but I want my cave to be guarded. Also, most of my cave is gonna be like, if there's not a lot of area underwater in those pools, I'm gonna dig out a lot of area underwater in those pools because I want to be underwater. Because, like, thinking of it like as a dragon, like you're afraid of adventurers, right? That's the real problem here. They come here, dragon slayers, and most of them don't like fighting underwater. So having like a door that takes a fuck ton of time to open underwater is a great idea. Even if they can breathe it and stuff, well, you know, then they at least brought that extra treasure, and it really in no way inconveniences me. So. And who carries water breathing potions in the desert?
Later on, I can destroy potions also. Just to spite people. It's like, oh!
Later on, when people hit me, their weapons will break. And that's what I'm looking forward to. Like, you imagine the Dragon Slayer with the Dragon Slayer sword of epicness. He hits me, and it just like
Ploink.
splinters.
Yeah. Kind of messed up.
And I can punch his armor, and it'll just splinter. That's the great part.
Yeah, no, the people that would be at my temple would be my most trusted servants, basically. They would hang out at the temple, and I would probably have some sort of dragon cult thing going on for that. But for the proper like day-to-day businesses, I want to be far away, you know, and I want to pull the strings. I want to be the spider in the web. I mean, it would be more ideal if the temple, of course, were more closer to the cities, but its seclusion is also its strength here, because I don't want adventurers like stumbling in.
I mean, it is damn hard to find.
Yes.
As proven.
Now, if I just seal up the fucking back entrance,
Get rid of that like horrible necromantic thing that keeps messing everything up.
Yep.
And like making things crazy and weird and deadly.
If that can be brought under control, which I hope, then I can create my own little desert paradise down in that cavern, and then the rest of the temple, as I said, that's a dragon cult. Like a godfather, people can certainly petition, you know, to get things done, and all trade, mercenary business, taxes, all of that will flow towards
A
me.
new Shwanti golden age. Under spirits who care and who are closer to them. I'm thinking Morrowind with the living gods. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you have worshipped gods before that are just sort of nebulous, and who answer you in vague, like cryptic responses and whatnot. I don't do any of that. I'm right here, and solve problems right here.
Mm-hmm. I could import some kobolds. Yep, that's true, Larian.
Kobolds make kind of good like defending people, and they're kind of close as well.
Mm-hmm. They're good servants. Good servants.
And they have the. I mean, they could be smart. Some of them.
Mm-hmm.
You could even have like the kobold. Like you could in the forest, if future Einavox will let you, you can host like little like clan wars between different kobolds, and then like pick up the heroes.
Sure.
Like all like the kobold Herculeses and Achilleses, you know, with like different kobold city states or kobold warrens that fight, and like the one that like doing super awesome, then you just kidnap him, and like you're now one of my guards, with all the other super awesome kobold heroes you ever heard about, because I could imagine kobolds making a mythology about that.
Oh,
It's
definitely.
like Kobold Valhalla.
Kobold Valhalla. Yeah.
You fight
And-
the Grace, you're picked up by the god to a higher purpose. That's what you fight for.
Because I do like the idea of like people actually doing sort of a pilgrimage towards the place from time to time. You know, it's not going to be easy, and it's not definitely not going to be as
Do,
open
like,
and.
crime lord things, you sometimes need to assert your dominance, and for them to have to fucking trek out here,
Yeah, I
like
summon
come
you.
here and like be like, but my lord, I was just trying to.
You
I'm
need to
sure they
climb the
understand.
rise, and you come up like tattered with like broken like everything. It's
The
just
narcotics
dusty and.
industry is the future, and you're like, no narcotics.
Or rather, narcotics, you say?
Yes, my lord, of course. I did look at that necklace of euphoric healing to make people addicted to my healing spells. Maybe when I'm a little stronger and people just won't tie me down and lose me like tap water. You know? It's like, you're now addicted to my blood. I'm actually not sure this is a good idea.
No.
It seems like a stupid idea. Yeah. Should really have thought that through.
You are addicted to me, says the tiny little dragon. And like, okay.
Like, strap
Oh
him
no!
up, drain
was
him
not-
daily.
Yeah. Leeching, yes. Copious leeches.
Eat the dragon.
But yeah, and I agree. And it makes it more powerful. Like you need to make the trek out here to see me. You know, you're not gonna.
It's
you're
also
gonna make-
very inconvenient for them, which will make anyone who's close to rebelling do it whenever they ask to, which will spare you a lot of, you know, someone who wants to backstab, he's not going to trek out all through the fucking Karamaga and the desert and shit. I mean, I imagine Karamaga is not really the place you want to be.
No.
'Cause that's not organized enough.
No.
That can be our border town, you know, a neutral ground.
a neutral trading place. Yeah, we just need to clean out the back room a bit.
Gotta make sure that the Shuanchi people actually survive,
Yeah, we
Most-
do.
not being eradicated by evil gold dragon
And I need.
zombie thing.
I don't know how many hundred thousands of gold I need to repair this fucking place, but oh boy.
Man, do you think he's gonna be pissed that you took his house?
I don't know. I don't
There's now a
think.
vagrant living
The
there.
thing is, we didn't see any signs of actual activity in the place for a long, long while.
Yeah.
Which means that he has probably just left and doesn't care anymore.
It's always strange to me, like, why like, there was still 40,000 gold left there. It
But
took
it
us like an hour to gather it up. I mean, what?
But to
Why
him,
not
it's
bring it?
but to him, it's petty change. He it took a few scoops of the biggest stuff.
I mean, 40,000 is not petty change to anybody.
For him, it's like, I'll come back later, and then like 40 years later, he's forgotten about it.
Yeah, no, I did think like it was maybe like a backup thing. Like, you know, it's good to have like a little thing laying around.
Oh, like a nest egg. It's
Yeah,
like,
basically like a, you know, it's just like if I happen to. I mean, Sherrick Ammon had that. He had like heal scrolls and potions of cure serious wounds stacked up in crates around the sea floor. just if something were to happen, he would be contingency out there to fucking full heal and then come back in.
Be even more angry.
Yeah. And more ready and no longer take you for weaklings.
Was he defeatable by us at any point?
Maybe at the end, yeah.
Who was?
Chargamon.
But, like, he could not have fought, like, the final battle, him versus them, he would not have.
Succeeded.
Defeatable by us? I was at some point, at the point where I was considering just trying to kill him.
Yeah, and you talked to...
That was a bad idea.
And you talked to me about it too, like...
Yeah, I did.
Zacharias, if I needed you for it, Zacharias was like, well... Yes! That sounds like an interesting idea, like to actually plot the downfall of Chargamon. I would totally would have been into that.
I am curious how that would have turned out, because I would have essentially teamed up with the Whispering Tyrant and been betrayed terribly.
We were
But
so
really,
close.
really deeply, yeah.
I would have been so screwed, but I saw that coming and I considered it a lot.
You would have
But
loved it.
I would have loved it.
I like the tyrant. I wish.
Another world.
In another
Or
world.
betrayed by
yes.
him. Yeah.
That was like Rise was similar to like it was like, of course he's gonna betray me. Like what? But really, what's it gonna do to me? Look at me.
Problem is that he's specialized in dominating like other undead. You know, it's always not really the kind of thing you want to have make you into an undead creature. Well, Kikes might become dead at some point. You don't need to
You'll
live
become a
forever.
Dracolich.
Yeah, you don't need to live forever to stay worthwhile.
Well, we do know that the Lich template is hideously powerful.
Defensive template, certainly.
Very much. But you get huge stat increases as well.
So intelligence, I imagine,
Yes.
which is not what I would need.
Yes. Now, if you became a vampire.
Yeah, but you'd have to find a vampire dragon.
Yeah, that's true.
So Lich only gives +2/+2/+2 to mental things.
Which is really good.
It's pretty good. But it's not like being like a celestial or
I mean, if you can become chosen of the gods, which is like a +6
a
template.
half dragon.
A half dragon, full dragon. What?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
but
where are
that's
these
like
sheep?
+4,
By the way,
+4.
where's those stat increases?
I am 3 halves dragon.
we should get those stat increases. We're more than half
I
dragons.
believe you are getting them when you grow up.
1.5 times dragon.
Quite, you have become a dragon disciple. I'm gonna unlock my dragon blood.
Well, one of the requirements for Dragon Disciple is actually to not be a dragon in the first
Oh,
place.
really? Is that actually?
Yeah.
Oh,
There's always
okay.
been that.
That's kind of fun.
Non-dragon.
No, fuck. Because if you dedicate yourself to me and I dedicate myself to you,
Let's see. If I became a lich, I would gain undead type.
yep, this is a very good type.
That's a good type. I already have the evaluation. It says +5 natural armor, but my own natural armor is better at that point. So I would not gain any. It's 5 or base creatures, whichever is better. I don't think we would change hit dice. I don't have any racial
you
hit
don't.
dice, so
No, you
that would not
don't.
really be. I'll get channel resistance
Yep.
and DR 15 bludgeoning magic.
Yep.
That's good. Immunity to cold and electricity, which is very good. Most things only get like resistance. And then of course you wouldn't die.
No.
Which is nice. You can heal yourself for 1d8. like,
Yep.
plus
Again, you
1.
you retreat, heal up for a few rounds, and you return and are even more pissed. And if you die, you're just gonna return in a week or two. So.
I probably have my like during transferring have my energy type switched. Because I probably like go to the evil spectrum. That's kind of
If you're literally evil,
Yeah.
that's
so.
just
So I
what
would
happens.
not no longer be able to cure. I would inflict instead, which is less useful for everybody else.
Yes, quite.
But
Heal becomes harm. That's gonna be a problem.
well, you don't get healed for free. It's only the ones called cure. So when you get in the high levels, it's like cure mass, cure moderate wounds mass, something like that. You can cure serious wound or inflict serious wounds mass instead.
What a nice spell.
You generally still take heal just because it's very good. Same with harm, really. Both very good.
Will your dragons be able to cast spells? Tyraxus will be able to cast some spells, yes, but he's not a spellcaster dragon. He's gonna get level 1 spells, and that's gonna be shield and mage armor, basically.
You're gonna get spells as a 2nd level sorcerer.
Yep.
That talent. I think most of us will get that low level spells. I'll get a
They're
lot of
very
spells,
useful.
obviously, but
They're very handy. Like
Yeah,
those two
utility.
buffs specifically are like great because I'm not wearing armor, so that's just great. I'm not wearing a shield, so that's also very great. It would be nice, of course, to go up to 2 level 2 spells, but that's too many feats and too much. I don't have the stats for it.
investment.
Yep.
Why I also need the charisma boost.
Because at that point we'll be so high level that most things would have like true seeing and crap anyway. And like dislocation and mirror image won't really help.
Yeah, you only know 2 spells, yeah, from the 2nd level.
Yep.
That's the problem. You
That
learn
is the
so
problem.
few number of spells.
Yeah.
It's like
And-
my options are just.
But then you look at like the freaking gold dragons, look at their spell list, and you're like, my goodness.
They have they can choose from sorcerer and cleric spell list.
Yeah.
Cast like an 18th level cleric sorcerer.
Fucking gold dragon. What?
I want that.
They get all the good
Gold
shit. Look at them. Look at that for fuck's sake. Is immune to fire, paralysis, and sleep. Spell resistance 26. DR5 magic.
But they're like
At will, bless, daylight, and detect evil.
I know they can get like foresight, where they just see the future.
This is a
Casually see the future.
this is a adult gold dragon I'm looking at.
Okay, the Grey Worm gets it just knows.
Mhm.
Foresight gets you never can be surprised. You get bonuses to AC. You can never lose your dexterity bonus to, which also means you're immune to like sneak attack and stuff. Be flat-footed.
He can 4 times a day cast time stop or wish. It's like not even Zacharias could. Well,
Whenever
he
you
could,
touch
but-
someone, you know the future.
Mhm. Yeah, look at this shit, man! It's so good.
Hmm?
So good.
Much of the brine dragon stuff is good as well, but it's not stuff that I'll really, as far as I understand, sheep get access to any of it. Like water breathing, like obscuring mist, speak with fish. I mean, I don't need any of this. But then comes control weather, horrid wilting, and tsunami. I mean,
Horde wilting is good.
capsize. Like you can flip over ships easily. Yeah. I can play with that.
I would the big things I get. I mean, the spell casting of a greater worm blue dragon is pretty boss as well. You get iron body and prismatic wall and like insanity and
I was
reverse
thinking
gravity.
Just, you can prepare whatever spells you want in those slots as a sorcerer, right? I was thinking more of the just like spell-like abilities, or is that what you're talking about?
Well, the spell-like abilities these are his spell-like abilities. Like casting these spells count as a spell-like ability for dragons.
Yeah,
usually.
but there's the spells known. That's because he counts as a sorcerer level of a certain number.
right. Cast a level
But
17.
above that, he has like spell-like abilities. You can see
Yep.
his spells known. Caster level is whatever sorcerer level he counts as, while his spell-like abilities caster level is his HD.
Okay.
So they're not like the ones below are not spell-like abilities. They're actual spells that he knows.
Mhm.
Spell-like abilities are what I was thinking. I think those are the ones you might get access to from Sheep.
Maybe.
I don't know what.
The special abilities they have is Death Thirst, which I can create water, or I can destroy equal amount of liquid within a 10-foot burst. Like no more potions. So it's poof, gone. If the possessor can resist with a DC 32 will save. Oh. But yeah, create water with Desert Thirst. I have electricity aura later on. I don't know if I can get that from the book, maybe. But it's basically anyone within 10 feet just takes continuous electricity damage. It just flies out electricity everywhere. Mirage. Can create project image over long distances at basically 28 rounds per day. Can be good, not super useful. Sandstorm, that's pretty fun.
Yeah, the bigger ones get fun. But
Sound imitation, and which I have, and storm breath, which I actually quite like. You basically call lightning storm with your breath attack, which is pretty boss.
this one will have painful strikes and desiccating bite. Desiccating bite deals 1d2 strength drain in addition to normal damage. If you're a great worm, it's 1d4. Painful strikes is that your soul crystals in your body and claws and stuff. Whenever you hit someone, they must do a fortitude save or be stunned for 1 round. That's pretty good too.
Mm-hmm.
Stunning people by hitting them once. Not really for Rakai, because somebody does a lot, but control weather is just control water. Sorry, it's just cool.
Yeah, it's useful. You can do fun things with
I
it.
see water around everywhere.
Wee,
My own water slide.
wee.
Horde wilting. They really don't have the best abilities. The blind dragon.
Horde
Just kinda-
wilting is good. Like all things considered, that's a pretty good spell.
Yeah, they're very good against water elemental and plants.
Yeah, they'll wreck that shit. Oh man.
Because they can like drain them up.
So you really think we shouldn't like sneak a peek at that party?
Kayaks does not want to go there at all. Like he has no intention of ever going there unless it's with an army to wreck Zunta.
I think it's a great idea.
What? What are you
Are
doing
you
here?
back? Yeah.
Shouldn't you be drunk in a corner somewhere?
Long story, one thing led to another.
And
And
you
now
are
you're
now
pregnant? What?
Damn it! We told you to be safe. God, fucking damn it! Well,
She-
I need to talk to Tina now.
See, that'd be a statistical improbability.
Yes, to say the least.
Your mother and I have been talking, and
You're actually a girl.
woof. Yes, I'm sorry.
Explains so much.
Should've told you
Admittedly,
earlier.
we did have the whole topic of like the whole fame situation in Mass Effect, like targeted toward the female audience. Hindsight of hindsight.
Mm-hmm. It's true. You have proven yourself to be in touch with the feminine side.
Which is very in right now.
It is. It is. You are very in. Oh, goodness gracious.
Damn magma dragons. They're so
I like Magma Dragons.
primal magma dragons. Ugh.
Yeah,
They're
well,
big, kind of big magma.
I really want to take a peek at that party because I'm so curious what's going to happen there.
You can go there, but it will be you going there. He's not going to stop you. He's going to say it's stupid, but, you know. Maybe you can prove him wrong. He just hopes that you won't divulge too many secrets when they catch you.
It's going to catch me. What are you talking about?
It's fine.
You'll go down
It's
fighting.
fine. If they catch me, they won't have any secrets.
Yeah, it won't take me alive, that's for sure.
Good. Good.
I have like a cyanide pill installed
But if
in my
it's really that
tooth.
big of a gold dragon, he will already know what you're going to do.
But the thing is, I don't think he is a gold dragon anymore. He's an undead monstrosity. He doesn't have his powers anymore, I think.
Well,
Why else would they say that he has never had any success? And like,
if you because he has not existed before now.
yeah, that's true also. But he's like, he says, "Oh, I covered that up," but he doesn't have his powers anymore. He's just faking it.
Why do you think he got very, very upset when the dragon said that he would go and
Yeah, because
he's been super moody basically.
he's super angsty. He doesn't want anyone to know the truth. But yeah, being undead, I don't think he can see into the future anymore.
No, he wouldn't. He would lose everything unless
Yeah.
it's like some unique thing. Which it probably is, honestly. Doubt he's just like a zombie.
He's probably more than a zombie.
Spending time suppressing his stench all
Someone,
the time. A
someone,
dragon ghoul.
someone suggested a worm that walks in dragon form, and it's possible. There's a lot of worms around, so there's also that worm oracle thing.
Yeah. White worm thing, where it's
Yeah,
like,
white worm
just
oracle.
live with it, and they can
Yeah.
give you power.
Mm-hmm.
Be like the Force.
But worms.
Yeah. You just have to allow these things to live in you, and then they will.
It's very, very
It's not a
nerdle.
parasite; it's a symbiosis,
Yes, it's a symbiote.
an endosymbiote.
Don't mention Peter Parker
Yeah.
to the symbiote. He'll freak out. Well, I guess we need to go and talk to Tandalin.
Do we really have to?
I like him so much. I don't want to hurt him.
He can join us.
I know. Can we just not kill him
You
at
can
least?
take him and show him that, and talk to the ghost. And then he'll be like, but the gold dragon lied.
I can show you that.
I will tell everybody the gold dragon's not a gold dragon at all. And turns out he is, and then rogue dragons.
splendid.
It's gonna be really awkward when they talk to us about that. So rogue dragons, huh?
Huh.
Trouble with them?
Mm.
You.
Oh,
I knew It
hello!
would be you, but I was just sent here to talk to you anyway. They don't really care what I said. I think they really just wanted to get me out of the way. But Tandalin, would he really capture people and keep them like
It
hostages?
doesn't sound like Tandalin.
No, it doesn't sound like Tandalin. Unless he has like another guy with him.
Yeah, some taskmaster that like
He's
is
playing
playing
good
him
cop.
around. Yeah. But he is a good cop. Like he's just so incredibly.
Or he's playing us.
Yeah, well, he might be. But then he is. Yeah, then I will give him credit because then he has really
And then we'll kill him. Into a skull.
good work. Now die.
Seems you've proven yourself dangerous to us.
Wouldn't let you live, but now. Yes, now it's far too dangerous.
Like the mother.
Mm.
I will just let you live out your lives in happiness. No. No, that's not good enough.
It's not good enough, you crazy bitch.
We'll get you.
Yeah, you can wait us
That's
out.
also my comment earlier about it would not be good if we end up killing Moonseer, because there would be people coming who does not give shits. Or a whole different type of power level.
Mm-hmm. I know if that if the party in Forsaken Throne heard that Moonseer had died,
Killed by some dragons.
killed some dragons, we would end the world to see that avenged. Those dragons like sitting around smugly. Like, yes, how he screamed.
I think the one old man could have so much pain.
And then at that point, you know, you just get and there's a
Yeah.
rapier sticking out of
Kelly's
his
mouth
neck.
just explodes in the air. It forces itself like a giant made of bronze.
By the way, Outlaw made fan art of you two.
It's the death golem. Yeah. Little girl.
Yeah, it's very
All of you
nice.
towered up.
Uh-huh.
Wasn't there like that undersized mountain sheep or something where you could have like
I-
a mount of same size?
I like that
Yeah.
weird smirk Tilraxis is having. He's like,
Ah, this is my thing.
uh-huh.
T-Rex is like, I'm a horse now.
Look at me. I also like Avendra. She looks so. I don't know.
Young.
No. No, I don't know. Something is terribly wrong with her in that drawing.
It is you are Desim's
Oh, yeah. Maybe I'll have Malorn do the drawings that Desmond does. He's the more creepy version of Bob Ross, after all.
Has anyone watched that whole thing yet?
Hmm?
Has anyone watched that whole thing?
Yes, many.
Oh yeah, there's a lot. Comments have been coming in.
Man, guys, this is so meta. You're watching me reading your comments on a thing you watched me.
It is pretty. It's pretty great. It's pretty.
I mean,
great.
admittedly, I'm guilty. As you might have noticed, Jonas, of replying to a lot of these comments.
Yes, I see that you have been very frequent in these comments.
Flame Wars. Just
Yes, yeah, I have to moderate him so hard. Like every other post is
With
just
Halldamir as well.
these
Halldamir seemed like
horrific like slurs and like it's the worst.
Hey, Halldamir did it as well. Look in there. You can see messages from him.
But he's Halldamir. He's like he's the Tandalin of the group. He's just so friendly and derpy. I love you, Halldamir.
And Grim got involved as well.
I hope everyone gets involved. Tomorrow morning, I will have. I want to see 2 comments of each of you. Yes.
I already beat that then.
Yeah, you are excused. You're very.
I'm an
well done.
overachiever.
Yes, you are. Those clickable tables of contents. What the fuck, man?
It's kind of instinct to kind of like format everything from my biology paper. Do you know how many drafts I did for that? Too many.
I am not gonna have clickable links in mine. I can tell you that much.
Clickable things in what?
Basically,
Fucking
for my character's biography, I added a table of contents of clickable links.
yeah.
Oh god.
Clickable table of contents. It's like
Footnotes and sources.
yeah, basically.
We got backstory, appearance, personality, character relationships, miscellaneous character notes, meta information,
I'll
and
be
then
leaving a list of books that you should purchase at your local bookstore. It's with materials of how to make a proper backstory, how to make scientific, after session reports.
Or you make a backstory using like really, really rare and complicated words. Then you link to the dictionary definition.
So, a question actually for Second Throne question coming in here from one of the comments I'm now noticing. By the way, so stick around, people, because we're live on the internet. I'm reading comments. Tycho in Shadows asks, and this is specifically for you, I guess, DDS. He asks, why did no one think to use a resurrection spell on the old Emperor? I'm not sure, but I think
He wasn't dead.
Yeah, exactly. We discover that he's sort of
He's alive inside all of the weapons, I believe.
Yeah.
Like he split his body every time he built one. He like fused a little bit of his soul inside, like Voldemort.
If you mean the very first Emperor, the reason why he actually wasn't resurrected is actually kind of an interesting one. Because yes, in a sense, he was breaking his soul down and slowly putting it into different arms, and you saw his body collapse. What you didn't see was the aftermath, though, of that, which was later they just never found the body. As far as they were concerned, he just went missing,
Also,
and the spells didn't register him as dead. The spells registered him as alive still.
Like, I made this fire that makes it so that I can never be resurrected. Just so you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I suppose
the fire doesn't actually affect the first Emperor is the issue. The thing is just his soul was
My
still alive.
ancestors can never live on and be immortal because then they would be like in a super powerful position whenever I pop out.
No, it shall be me who has the power.
I mean, all things said, he did a lot of foreplanning.
Yeah. Asshole.
Apparently not enough.
I'm gonna kill him. He's probably gonna be super high about the whole thing.
You're going to try and kill.
And that's how I defeated Mother, by simply
all the
letting you do it a few hundred, few thousand years after.
It's a good scam, you know. If you want to kill him, you must first kill the mother, his mortal
build
enemy.
an empire and led their generations and you throw generations of people at her.
Mm-hmm.
He had a good plan in theory.
Oh, it's a bit.
Until some group is lucky and strong enough to actually manage to do it, and then pop out and kill him and take over everything.
But who's going to be that lucky?
He might be expecting anyone to actually successfully kill his mother, also get killed in the process.
It's just a few thousand generations of people, you know. Someone at some point.
What are a single life compared to my greatness?
What is like billions of people in thousands of years with all their potential futures and
Let's see.
lives and
Malon.
I'm
It
really
was the first
egotistical.
was the first emperor from Aslan. The first emperor, while not from Aslan himself, does trace his heritage back to the Aslan. See?
We are demonizing him a bit, but that is well deserved. We are fighting with him in the sense that some essence of his being is fighting with us, specifically his warrior spirit. But that is his like righteousness that is fighting next to us, and Delatros is like his curiosity or something. So that is fine. But there are some of those artifacts are really like the boxes is gluttony, for
Soul
instance.
reaping wish.
Yeah, he's like wish for like finality or something that like fuels the soul reaping.
You know,
There's
we're gonna fuse all of them into
The-
one. We're gonna. I mean, whatever you wield now, you'll have to fight.
yes.
So
The scythe was Wrath. With
just
dice.
wait. Someone's gonna have a Vorpal blade fighting you.
That's gonna be bad.
Yeah. A human bane, like unholy Vorpal blade.
I mean, Raphael can just parry all the natural 20s he gets anyways.
That's true. I parried that red dragon, which was my greatest achievement. I'm not sure exactly how it went, but that's one very
Like,
surprised
the
dragon.
forces involved.
The force is involved. He's some sort of Jedi at this point. Although he isn't, he's just a man. Just
Right.
there's nothing magical about him. He's just so fucking
But
good.
there are some things that are, though, that you have got some extraordinary abilities that are pushing the limits.
I have, yes, I have some very extraordinary abilities that are not
The limits of causality at this point.
the limits. No, he's a pusher. He pushes the limits.
Causality is not very happy with this.
I'm probably gonna pay it at the end, but you know, I'll stab that Aeon when it shows up. He's like, I need to talk to you about, oh god!
Just remember, never say the line "you and what army" to an Aeon, because they'll just spawn more of themselves.
And like, you have a bill to pay to the universe, and Raphael's like, well, I think I will
Well,
put off
let's find out what's outside the universe.
I shall travel to another place outside the universe. I'll see you, and then stabs the thing and just disappears.
I mean, if you want to travel to a place outside the universe, they'll just send you to where the Shoggoths are.
We smashed. Yeah.
Like a
I mean,
parry a
I've been there.
Shoggoth.
It's not that bad.
Well, look what it did to you.
You just have to understand. Oh, that's true. You just have to understand.
You were the guy who went to the Black
Right.
Vault, and then the Black Vault left, so you scared the Black Vault out of here.
It's like I cannot
You
stand.
somehow scared a
looked-
building.
He looked at Lorne and was like, by the gods!
Time has come for the reaping.
Such darkness I have never seen!
Risen again. This mind is too much.
It just
Well, I
ran
just went
away.
insane for like a week.
Yeah.
I became like basically got the mind of like a crazy serial killer. So probably don't want Raphael to get in there.
Yeah, no, that'll be...
Well, exactly, has never been solved because if you go far enough, you begin to have like urges to serial murder people. So you know, that's a thing. So
I'm also looking at the screenshots of this Anno 2205, and it looks really cool in screenshots.
I've never really been into.
Well, Anno games have a tendency to look cool, but then not work.
I really like the Anno games. I'm a huge fan. Anno 1701 was great. Play that
The
like a
last
motherfucker.
Anno wasn't that great, though.
The lack of transportation, like in them, the fact you can just don't build anywhere without road connections and such.
It's influence zones more than roads.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
still need roads for transportation. Like the goods need to be transported on the road. But as long as it goes to a warehouse, then like the warehouse are magically connected by like a intertube or something.
I like my city builders to have more of a. I like more of the. I guess the less arcadey sort of
You're not building a city though. It's not a sim city. You're building an
production
economy.
chains.
You're building an economy, not a city. That's what Anno is. I like it. I like it a lot. I like setting up trade routes and have colonies and stuff that send goods around.
I tried RimWorld. I like that.
Mm.
Keeps it of a Dwarf Fortress light.
There's that off-world
In
trading
space.
company I've heard a lot about.
That's pretty much just a competitive kind of fast-paced math game almost.
Yeah, which is why I haven't tried it, because that doesn't sound...
It's not a long-term strategy game. It's a fast-paced competitive game.
Yeah, and thus I'm not really interested in it, sadly.
Gina and I played the original Sin Enhanced edition today a little bit.
Yeah, we should play that at some point, Jonas.
What?
Now it has
Like,
voice
properly.
acting.
The
More.
what? The what?
Original
The
Sin.
original Sin.
No, we said we're gonna play
Enhanced
tomorrow.
That's true, we did.
Did you forget?
I might have forgotten, but yes, we're going to play that tomorrow.
I might also want some attention at some point.
Yes, just poke me. I'm around a lot.
Yeah.
If I don't respond, poke me harder.
Okay.
If
Well,
I complain,
saying
then stop poking me, please.
No,
The thing is, you
no,
just
it's too
hook with a
late.
really big stick.
Oh.
I will Google how to make a thing that like you can't close down or something.
You'll find a way to stab me with a stick over
Like,
the
oh,
internet.
she could take a look at this batch file and you click it and then like, she will never stop.
To make sure we catch your attention, sheep, we will upload a virus that causes your CD drive to constantly go in and out.
Oh, God.
That's it. I mean, you and me, Sheep, we played through like half maybe of the game already.
Yeah.
You could just keep going and then try it again. There's a lot of it says at least I haven't really been able to confirm yet, but that a lot of the quests have been changed. A lot of characters have been rewritten and such. So
The thing is,
Stories
we lost
changed.
like 7 hours of footage of it
okay, yeah.
in
that-
that crash. So at this point, might as well.
But it's
Might as
kind of
well,
more for you than for others, right? Also, there's dual wielding now. So
Yeah, and also I don't remember. It was so fucking confusing going back to that what we did. Maybe going.
It was
from the
like we
beginning.
were solving a murder and then we were in space. And,
Yeah, I don't want. Where are we? Why is
Yeah.
this
that
like
was kind of
snowman? Why is this snowman like talking about me about the rights of like free speech? Who are you, demon snowman?
the sheep doing the little hops,
Mm-hmm.
little flips. And then gonna play tomorrow and Tuesday and Wednesday and Friday and then Saturday
Jesus.
and then Tuesday. Oh man, it's gonna be a bit of a marathon until Forsaken Throne ends.
Want to play on Sunday?
No, I don't.
No.
I'm saying that Sunday and like Thursday, Monday, days where I don't. One of
Yeah,
them,
I am-
one of them will be like a prep day. Then I have like 2 days where I probably have to do all of the like reports and shit, and then also talk to people for the campaigns that I'm actually playing in as well.
Already being part of 2 games a week is straining on my on the things I need to do and sort out. Going up to 3.
It's just education, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's just future. Just the future.
Going up to 3 is gonna be that's gonna be very stressful for me, but it's only gonna last a couple of weeks, hopefully. So
I mean, tomorrow it might be the last session for Forsaken Throne, then after that's the epilogue session.
I might actually start DMing another game in a couple of weeks.
Oh god.
Yeah.
have you convinced?
Like DMing for us is not fun enough.
Well, you don't have time. None of you have.
What do you mean?
Would you
Nice.
really play like 4 sessions a week?
Is that what you're proposing? Oh man,
That would be what you're implying here.
Four,
1 second, I need to-
4 sessions. Dragon's Demand or Dragon's Tears of Tiamat.
Yeah, just saying. Kenny, next week I'm gonna have 5 games at once.
That would be like 4 times where the wicked speed.
So, boy.
It'd be like a level a week.
So
slow level.
so who is the lucky group, Sheep?
They are people I'm talking to that I found in on one of the looking for group subreddits. I don't know any of them yet, so they do seem nice enough.
Well, brace for impact.
It always rattles a group like this when that happens.
But yeah, I'm just looking at my schedule.
No,
so-
if you guys weren't already, most of you, either Jonas in 2 games a week or you Medikai in 3 games a week, then that could have been a possibility, but it's not.
Yeah. You can have fun with them.
Yeah, no, I can't. It's
And hopefully some of them are jerks, so that we will not be deprioritized.
that's true. Yes.
You will never be deprioritized.
Yeah, you say that.
Do not worry about that.
This week on Tears of Tiamat, nothing happens really.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really plan anything.
Yeah. So what do you want to do?
Like sit there silent for 2 hours.
And
The sheep disconnects without saying anything.
we're also saying, well, I guess I mean, I don't know that it's fair to be sad about something good ending because we had it.
A thing is not beautiful because it lasts.
I can't do this anymore. And then I just like disconnect. And then I don't come back online for
No.
like a few weeks.
Oh, please don't be so
Just-
terrible.
This is limitless guilt tripping.
I
It's not guilt tripping though. Not at this point. Like, come on, that's not
We haven't even started
not
yet.
even real.
I'm sure it's gonna be great, sheep. Are you gonna do something homebrew or?
No, it would be a pre-written one because homebrew would be too much
Which
work.
one? Where the Wicked?
It's not yet decided, but Way of Wicked is on the table.
Oh boy!
You have some inside knowledge.
Yeah,
Yeah, you do. And look at them completely doing something different.
I would be hoping for that.
So let's
That
see if we-
said, that
let's see if we-
said,
I watched this LP where there was a guy playing like
Mm.
Void Wizard, so we made 4 of those.
Yeah, 4 void wizard.
just saying, sheep,
yeah,
be careful because they might just die in the prison.
you know.
And
possible.
those mithril cobras.
They weren't that bad. That
Vampiric
mist thing.
mist.
Yeah, that vampiric mist. Jesus. That said, I have not yet committed to anything. So if Manica is like, yes, I'll play 4 weeks a day.
I
Wait,
4
what?
weeks a
I would
day.
want to sheep, but
That's what it's with,
I need someone to like make that my career.
Yeah,
I need that I need 2 things. I need like artist friend who will like do high quality art for free whenever I need it, and then I need like rich oil guy who wants to throw money at me just for no reason really.
You know, just
no real output
just
except for more role playing games.
set up a Patreon.
I mean,
and,
you could, if you were willing to pay me like minimum Danish salary, I'd let you play in every single game I play in. I mean, that's fine. I'd sell out at that much.
there we go. Minimum wage. That's what we sell out for over here.
I would fucking play. Like, if I should play
Minimum
Role-playing
wages from the comfort of your own home.
playing role
Pretty
playing,
good.
doing what I want to do. Like, I mean, at that point, I want to do science, right? But at that point, it would just be too tempting, too easy to just fucking, because science is hard. This would not be.
I mean, admittedly, some of the challenges our DMs put towards us can be quite difficult sometimes. But
Right, but and like preparing and everything is
it's not the same. It's not the same as doing high tech science.
Yeah, it's not the same kind of frustration as having these almost unsolvable things thrown in your face all the time. It's not nearly
Yeah.
as stressful either.
I'm being daunted by the fact that next week, though, I have 5 days worth of games.
5 days.
I have my beginner's game I run on Mondays, Grimmer on Tuesday. This one, I have Song of Ice and Fire on Wednesday, Dragons
So
Dragons
bonus
on
session
Friday.
Sunday, eh?
Technically,
You have all the day
So, yeah,
hours
this
in
week-
the weekend
this-
as well. You only play in the evening. Like you could do like 3 more games.
admittedly, I remember I used to do 2 games on Saturday per week because I used to do
Yeah.
what's it called?
Saturday.
Pathfinder in the afternoon.
You people. You
Uh,
people.
that-
That's system mastery right there.
I was.
Though I must say, there is one thing, of course, which is next week's session, next Saturday, I might not have that much prep to do because it might just be you guys doing epilogue.
You'd have to be epilogue too.
Yes, but the point is, you
This
guys have the most of the planning to do, not me. For that.
this whole like Grimmith, I have played longer than you've been alive kind of thing. At some point, you'll be able to say that you've played more total hours than him still.
That is, with the fact that I'm continuously doing like 4 games per week.
Yeah, it's like marathoning campaigns. Like we gotta get for all the Paizo ones. We have a year, so
It's 1 a month.
I don't have enough other
I
veteran
mean,
players
how many
to-
sessions did we could get
God,
to?
God, 70 something.
I mean, that's
Eight-
like
87.
that's so.
I
So you
think.
can probably do like 3 months.
If you do one a day,
Yeah. But you could probably do them like if that was like all you did, you could probably do it like in even like a month and a half by doing like 6 hour sessions, 8 hour sessions perhaps, and then they have like 6 hours prep time, and then sleep, and then repeat for like a month and a half, and then you pretty much got a whole adventure path popped out. And then you go to the next one.
I would need to order a hell of a lot of takeaway pizza.
Like you would begin to not remember your real name.
no, I don't know who I am anymore. It's just a
am-
die rolling. It's just the maps.
I'm
It's
just-
that's
just
all
so
there
much-
is.
Then you
It's fine, 'cause
VR
it's
as
fine.
well. Just why
It's fine,
not?
because if I was DMing on Sunday, you'd have to suddenly take a break because I get a call from my parents.
Yeah, like where are you? It's been like 11 months. You're like, I have played through 10 lives of people.
It's gonna be. It's gonna be like that episode of Star Trek: Next Generation when Picard gets beamed onto a planet and becomes a child and has to live a whole lifetime on that planet to come back to his own
Or like
proper
like,
age.
like the Voyager episode where both Janeway and what's his face turn into lizards.
Oh yeah.
That's still my favorite. My
Oh,
absolute favorite.
fucking Voyager sometimes. Yes, the Star Trek sometimes was just so delightfully stupid.
But it all makes sense. They
Yeah,
went
no,
so
it's-
fast that they evolved into lizards.
Yep, that's exactly what happened. That is,
And then
imagine
they
how
had children,
fast.
and
How
then they got
evolution
turned back, and
works.
their children are still out there. Oh, that must make for fun anecdotes.
Do you remember when we had lizard children?
That you know, becoming a Starfleet captain. Oh boy, the stories you can tell. Let me tell you about how Robert banded around the sun to save the whales.
Oh yeah.
I love the Voyage Home. It is a great movie. Oh well,
I see once someone's looking at my biography. I wonder who it could be.
I
You anomalous gecko.
and with that, we we are done for tonight. I think.
Yes.
Thank you everyone for watching. If you're still hanging around, we love all of you, and tune in tomorrow for.
But the mother will be dead in 24 hours.
Yes, the mother will be dead, or we will be, and tomorrow we will find out which is which, so to speak.
And potentially you might even take down a second
Which?
target.
Which is which? Find out tomorrow. Yeah. Good night.